Bad.
What do you think? That we conscripted them?
No, they were good chance for boys.
I read Leliana's report. Her people infiltrated the League of Assassins targeting you. The contract on your life has been destroyed. You should be safe now.
And thus we outwit the House of Repose.
Should we have waited for an assassin to sneak through instead?
I've no doubt that the guild was staffed by vicious men and women, Inquisitor. It's simply... Did I ever mention I used to be a bard?
You were a singer?
Bards entertain the Orlesian court. They sing. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
What?
I was attending a university. There was a group of us, young gentry from Antiva, decided this exciting life was for us.
How did you go from being a one...
In a very sad... During... We... You can imagine the result.
You were only
But it was such a waste, and when I took off his mask, I knew him. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice, and I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
You of all people should know, you can't play the game without bloodshed.
Never as the first resort, Inquisitor. In all the commotion... forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for...
I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
I...
Should I stop?
Well, if you meant to draw a blush... Let's return to Skyhold. I told them the offer was the best we could do.
And of course they said no.
They think we're not about to do anything about it?
Game they're wrong.
Yes, it is. Leliana wished to speak with you, Inquisitor. It seemed rather urgent. It's good to see you.
Let's speak later.
And that... Inquisitor, I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yeah? The explosion at Hay... In your report, why? Why were you the only survivor?
Demons tore her from me. I couldn't stop them.
So you had no time to think, only to act. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, Leliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
Don't forget, Leliana had something she wished to speak about, Inquisitor. Yes?
It's all quiet. We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Céline will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
We shouldn't waste any time. Let's go to the Winter Palace.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Inquisitor Trevelyan, it is an honor to meet you at last. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
I can see many benefits to such an alliance.
Keep the image firmly in mind. We may see it materialize by the end of the evening. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Duke Gaspard. I look forward to ending this civil war.
As do I, my friend. The Empire needs stability and security, now more than ever. If you have the safety of the Orlesian people at heart, Inquisitor, perhaps you will look into something for me. This elven woman, Briala, I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
Tell me there's more to your suspicion than the elves were acting dodgy.
That Ambassador Briala, used to be a servant of Celine's. That is, until my cousin had her arrested for crimes against the Empire to cover up a political mistake. If anyone in this room wishes Celine harm, Inquisitor, it's that elf. She certainly has reason. Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Is that the Inquisitor?
The mage? No, there must be some mistake.
From the circle of Ostwick, so they say.
Might be something here. Better take a...
Pardon me, my lord. You haven't seen a ring lying around, have you? It was a gift from the Countess Montbelliard, enchanted by the Fomari. I cannot go into the ball without it.
That's a
If the Countess should you... Maker, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Is this the ring you...
You have...
I can hardly believe Gaspard and Celine are in the same room.
Grand Duchess Florian must have worked a miracle here.
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties. Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
Is it true the Inquisitor was headed out of the faith I undressed in?
I am not talking to you until we get home.
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
This is a private conversation. Please, leave. Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
have a report on the casualties.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will go.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Don't they sound delightful? I'm shocked we haven't invited the court to dinner at Skyhold.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
Might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine. Andraste, watch over us all.
Is that the Inquisitor?
A martyr?
So this is just the Winter Palace. What's the summer one look like, I wonder?
Can Gaspard take the throne without the backing
How
of the
could the
Council of
Empress
Heralds?
afford to renovate the
plans
palace
to take it by
without
force.
war going on?
If the
I
council
heard
won't
that it
recognize
wasn't
him,
renovations at all.
he'll march
The
against
palace was damaged by Gaspard's catapults.
He fired on the Winter Palace? That's monstrous. I heard Celine was having the entire wing redecorated. But the timing is atrocious.
Why would she do such a thing now? I had hoped to tour the Royal Wing Gardens again.
I have heard they are the finest in the Empire.
Waste of time. Interesting. Waste of time.
The guest wing is not open to the public at this time, Inquisitor.
How long can Orzammar hold out with trade disrupted?
We have reserves of food supplies to last a few months.
but the king wants trade resumed before panic starts.
What is Gaspar up to? It wouldn't surprise me if it was a year as a break.
It will take some time to get our men into the palace. I'll alert you when we're ready.
So this is just the Winter Palace. What's the summer one look like, I wonder?
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan of the Ostwick Circle of Magi. Shepherd and leash of the wayward Order of Templars, purger of the heretics from the ranks of the faithful.
Emmett's smile. This is all for show, my dear.
Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Madame Vivienne, First Enchanter of the Circle of Magi, Enchanter of the Imperial Court, Mistress of the Duke of Ghislaine, renowned author,
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
I'm delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Halam Shiral?
I've never seen anything to equal the Winter Palace.
We hope you will find time to take in some of its beauties. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Tell me, Yvette, how are Mama and Papa? Are they in good health? Do they want Inquisitor?
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this him?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
There can never be too many Lady Montilliers in Thedas, can there?
Inquisitor, is it
Yvette?
Everyone in Antiva City is saying so. Is it true?
There was dark magic there, yes, but none of it so visceral.
Oh, that's quite enough, Yvette. Really. I see...
The dance.
Yvette.
Sorry, Josie.
Go on, Jo.
Half Royal must be empty, so they've noticed this uncertainty won't last long, I'm afraid.
Which power should the Inquisition...
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say, chaotic.
It's true. The Templars have returned to the faith.
We can hope this is a sign of things to come.
Good. I was hoping I would catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by Mr. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial...
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. When the Circles rebelled, technically every mage...
That sounds...
But I'll...
Leave us.
Interesting.
The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one of the garden. Statuette.
We have confirmation. Give the signal.
Gaspard.
My lord! My lord Inquisitor!
May we have a word? It is very important.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
I'm always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
Let me guess. All she wants in return is for me to help her defeat the Duke.
Oh, this is not meant as a bargain by any means, Inquisitor.
The support of the Empress is not conditional.
The Empress is the most skilled...
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please.
What were they doing in the Western approach? It's a wasteland.
There must be something here.
need to get back before I'm missed.
You must be mistaken.
No, I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
If they're playing the game, they're not doing it very well. You don't leave evidence if you play to win.
With Gaspard and that elf woman here, the only one playing to win is Celine.
You only say that because you fancy the Empress's pet apostate. It sickens me to think of the chaos those Maleficarum are causing across the Empire.
Even you cannot deny that the Templars abandoned the faithful in their darkest hour. How can you condone that? They are the ones who should be brought to heel, if you ask me.
Does anyone have a report on the casualties in the dens?
This is a private conversation.
Did I hear correctly? If you're interested in bringing the Templars to heel, you may have found an ally.
Didn't you recruit them for the rank and file of your Inquisition?
Someone had to remind them, sternly, of their duty.
A sensible solution. I will get in touch with your Lady Nightingale. I have assets that might benefit your cause.
Gentlemen. Interesting. I had no idea. Just gossip.
Gaspard is wasting. Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. How curious.